All right, it is Monday, February 12th. It is 12:30 p.m. Thai time. I'm just leaving my apartment. Not actually getting a terribly late start to the day. I worked in the morning, went to the gym, and now I'm headed for lunch before I go work in the afternoon at a cafe somewhere. Last night did not end up actually getting to the swing, or sorry, the salsa event. We ended up walking by this extremely local hot pot place, and we did 99 baht hot pot, all you can eat. And actually, because the food and the meat quality was not very high, like I think we were all too sketched out to actually eat as much as we wanted. But we were there for a couple hours, so definitely missed out on the whole seeing what social dance is like in Thailand, but happens every week, so I might go another time. Today the plan really is mostly to work. Getting into kind of a routine with this gym that I've been going to, and that's been nice. But today, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of time for fun. The one fun thing I get to do today is headed to a chicken rice place. This is actually my fourth time trying to get to this place, and each time they've either been totally closed despite supposedly having opening hours that day, according to Google, which is obviously not always accurate, or I've gotten there too late in the day and they've been basically sold out of the only thing that they actually make, which is chicken rice. Kat and Richard rave about this place, which is part of why I really want to go, but also basically it's like Hainanese chicken rice. But here, I'm told that they will actually fry the chicken. So it's like fried Hainanese chicken rice, which is a bit different. Whoa. And I really like fried chicken. Who doesn't? So, been trying to make it out of this place a couple times. Hopefully today's the day. Every time, like literally, I've gone to places enough and they've been closed that the running joke between myself, Richard, and Kat is that I basically I'm a bad omen and like places closed just for me, which is amazing. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to get things done before a deadline I have roughly tomorrow, early Wednesday-ish. So hopefully there'll be a little bit more adventuring after that. I did not get to go to the mountains and etc. There's actually a couple things that I want to try that I've been looking around at. I really want to try a Mai Tai class, or maybe a couple. Some of them sound really intense. Like I was looking this up while I was at the gym, and some of the Mai Tai classes run from like one session is like 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And you do like a shit ton of running, a bunch of boxing, just like a whole bunch of things. It sounds super intense, which is actually kind of why I want to try it. Yeah, that's just me. My personality is definitely challenge orientation here. So see what that's like. And beyond that, I don't know. Just have to see as the week unfolds. Oh, the one other thing that is probably worth mentioning, as I've kind of alluded to in some of these videos, I am experimenting kind of with like dating and like generally just meeting people, but also dating, since that is kind of a weak area for me. It's not something that I've like actually pushed myself to experience a whole lot of. So I've been kind of dicking around on apps while I've been here in Thailand, and I have a date scheduled actually for tomorrow, and I'm very, very iffy about the whole thing so far. It's like very on the fence. It was like, okay, sure, like why not? Like I'm open to meeting people right now. Worst case scenario, it's an awful date and I just never see the person again. It's not a big deal. It seemed like he was like, okay, like, sure, I'll go. Right up until I I confirmed a time with this girl, and she sent me this Giphy of this like really long-haired, like tan dude going like peace, and I'm like very weirded out by that, TBH. Just because like one of the things that you actually have to look out for here in Thailand, if this is not something you're into, and it's not something I'm into, in Thailand there's this thing called lady boys, where it's basically transgender. It's like people who have had a sex change. And it's actually really hard to tell in general. Like, often you can't tell that someone is a ladyboy until they like open their mouth and they have a very deep voice or things like that. So Richard and Kat were joking with me that this like long-haired tan dude is what this girl looked like before her operation, and I'm just like, no. So I don't know. For a little while, I was looking for ways to get out of this. I'm not exactly the kind of person who's going to stand someone up. I think that's just rude. But I'm not above making up an excuse at the last minute. But I think I'll probably just go. You know, it's going to be a weird experience, probably either way, actually. But might make a good story. So I don't know. Live a little bit. This is chicken rice Koyi. Seems pretty crowded. A lot of people waiting here, actually. There's the fried chicken. Got my chicken rice with the fried chicken. It's actually very confused because I don't speak Thai and they were just gesturing for me to do things, and food didn't show up for a while. So I'm just honestly right now happy that I have food, but also very, very excited about this fried chicken. I've not had any bad fried chicken in Thailand. They do an amazing job here for some reason. This wasn't somewhat obvious from the get-go, but fried chicken and rice is delicious. I would definitely come back here. Oh my god, that meal only cost me 40 baht. I don't know how they do that here. It's like $1.25, $1.30. Pretty decent portion size. There have been some places I've gone where the meal is like 30 baht, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not quite full, so like, sure, the portion sizes are really small. I just paid 40 baht, and I'm like actually pretty happy with the amount of food I ate for lunch. Or maybe my stomach is getting smaller because I'm getting used to smaller Thai portion sizes. I don't know. Either way, I'm very happy right now. All right, just had a kind of cool serendipitous experience here in Chiang Mai. I've been working all day as expected. I didn't really get to do much adventurous stuff today. I'm actually headed back to my apartment now, where I'm probably gonna do a little more work before I go to sleep, but actually ended up meeting just like a random other expat at the coffee shop that I was working at today, and she and I ended up just deciding like, hey, like, let's go get food at the wing place behind the coffee shop, and it's just kind of very cool to randomly bump into people and like quickly find new friends here. I think one of my big concerns coming out and traveling at all is, especially as a single solo traveler, is being isolated and not finding like a sense of community or meeting new people while I'm here. And so far I have to say that actually my experience has been very, very counter to that fear, which has been great. I've been finding that expats out here are very friendly, that for the most part people who are out here are also kind of a similar mindset, very interested in meeting people, and just kind of down to explore places together, explore new food together, and just generally make new friends. So that's been really cool. One of the things that I will have to kind of explore as I go here is how, like, to what degree those relationships end up having any real substance to them, because, you know, I think it's certainly the case that if you're moving around a whole lot, like I am, I'm moving to a new place like month to month to month, that it can be very hard to create any real roots or to find like deeper friendships. So I'll have to kind of evaluate that as that goes, but surface level at least, you know, it feels like it's not terribly hard to find people to hang out with. It's not terribly hard to find other people who are, you know, just kind of like-minded and interested in chatting. So very, very encouraged by that so far.